1 to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will get the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Brown wants to pass. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Arizona runs out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy, and David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Kennedy. Touchdown, Kansas State! Fitted in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Butler. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Sends it downfield. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Turning it on. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Brown will throw it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Butler. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Powers forward. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the returner will be brought down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires left. He's got it. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. K-State trying to cannonball their way to a score from the red zone. It's a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the single back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got enough for the 1st down and once more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that's...
The extra point is blocked. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
28, Arizona, 16.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Kansas State quick to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll go back to the ground. Brings into the open. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Brown wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Finds his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On the move. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Arizona runs out the punt team. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He lets one fly deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field.
And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Phil Snyder Family Stadium.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Powers through the defender. Turning it on! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Off play action on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Brown will throw it. Here's a hit. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the ground with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Takes a hit as he fired. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. fired. On the last play, they'll go back to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Give to the running back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brown wants to pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll run the screen. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Got the 1st down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. Now he's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the route is on.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistics. Rushing touchdown on the season.
Kansas State.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it behind the line. It's Butler. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not good. And what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quick. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football. Do something.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll send out the kicker here. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball.
There he goes! Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On the run, it's Jackson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've softened them up with a run, now to throw it. He's got it.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Stands in and takes the hit. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love